So I am at Quilting Away in Amherst, New Hampshire. This is a long arm quilter. So what you've got here is a roller that you put your backing on, then your batting goes in between, and a roller that you put your top on. Now you'll note that there's only one roller on that side for the backing and the finished quilt essentially. So you initially connect your backing to that and then connect as you're rolling it, your finished quilt rolls onto there. And here's the machine itself. It's got the same controls on both sides. It's got a stitch regulator right there, which does how fast and how slow you're going. Make sure that it's the same speed coming out. Here's the needle. It's got a little loop on it that allows you to do that. And then I'll show you on this side, there's a pattern. So here's the pattern that I'm using. And there's a little laser dot. It's not lined up right now. There's a little laser dot that you put on the pattern, and then you move the machine to follow it. And as you're doing that, you can see as I move, the long arm moves it. The reason that this is called a long arm is because of that arm right there. It's longer than a standard sewing machine. But if you just look at this part, it kind of looks like a normal sewing machine, except that that arm part is super long. It's also got the stitch regulator and things like that, but the key point here is that the long arm allows you to do this. If you were to try and roll up all of this fabric in a normal sewing machine, you wouldn't be able to. It would just get all bunched up in there. So the rolling part is what makes it unique. The rolling and the long arm having the ability to do that. Now the length of that arm dictates the throw of the long arm quilter and how much space you really have for a pattern. That space in turn equates to the number of times you have to roll the quilt up and move everything down again. So that is a long arm quilter. Hopefully that helps.